Welcome.
Hail. Oh, yeah. I am Scribe Bowditch. I suppose.
You ever seen a supermutant head explode? And the will to survive.
I understand, sir. Like you said, fill your soul with thunder. Fight with the heart of...
Initiate, you've got a lot of nerve to interrupt. Oh, my apologies, Straight. I swear these kids would be lost without me here to... Talk to Scribe J. Heard you were coming. Yeah, I can train you, but don't ask me to like it. My initiates sweat blood. Anyway, now look, to wear power armor, first thing you need to do is relax your muscles. Let the suit do the work, okay? Now you. So what's the latest report?
It appeared.
What aid can I offer you, outsider? What's on your mind?
Welcome.
Need something, friend? Hail to you. By the traction of hospitality and on the word of Elder Lions, I am Star Paladin Cross, Keeper of the Arm. And I am honored to say I was acquainted... Long ago, I helped guard the water purifier against the super mutant horde. He was... a noble man. I was saddened to hear of his passing. But from what I've heard, he died with honor. He died for you. I only pray that my own death has such meaning. And so our deeds are carried on. Continue to remember him fondly. Continue to tell it. But now I'm... Rye. Much like I escorted your father across the wastes. It was the best I could contribute to his efforts to restore Fred. I would like the honor of escorting you in your journey to complete his work. Certainly, I shall remain here. Should you change your mind, simply return to me. I shall come with you for the asking.
You just managed to get yourself into all... Welcome to the Citadel. It's the best of the Brotherhood, bar none.
Let's talk about this more later, okay? Does this sound noble enough? Quail before me, foul supermutant. That I may ease thine suffering.
Why are you...
What do you need? And I shall... Right. I figure we should speak the part. I want to sound like Elder Lyons.
Honor us with your presence.
Elder Lyons does not sound like that. You're an idiot.
Fine. I'll practice on someone else. Thanks for nothing.
I have those results you asked for. I sent them over to your
Hail.
station.
What I wouldn't do to get my hands on one of those enclave vertebrates. Hail, outsider. I am Scribe Jameson. Word of your ordeal has spread. I am truly sorry for the We believe in technology. We believe in... And we believe in... Elder Lyons leads us. Star Paladin Cross is a seneschal. Sentinel Alliance, the Elder's daughter, commands the Lion's Pride, our elite combat squad. The Paladins lead the Knights. The Knights are the core of the Brotherhood. They scour the waste to eliminate evil and recover technology. Scribe Rothschild oversees the scribes in their duties to seek knowledge and restore the technology. We first arrived in the Capital Wasteland in 2255. In those first couple of years, we discovered the Citadel, super mutants, and Project Purity. The Purifier. What an undertaking. The work your father, at least for a little while. But we were stretched thin as it was, even back then. I imagine that's when your father left. I'm sorry. You have? Oh my. This brings to light a sad of... If you have the time... Good. As I'm sure you've noticed, the Brotherhood operates all over the DC. We're short on communication equipment. So many of the groups in the field operate as independent. Sometimes, I'm afraid that their missions end in their deaths. As Keeper of the Scrolls, it's my charge to write of each fallen brother's... Exactly. A brother fallen in the field may have no one to carry word of his death back to me. In calmer times, we could send detachments and messengers to learn their fates. But with our manpower stretched thin, we have no such luxury. Which is why I must now ask you for your help. Each brother wears a holotag like the one you found. Should you find any of the fallen brethren in the field, I ask that you return their tags to me, so that I might record their deeds in the scrolls. Scrolls are kept by the head librarian of each Brotherhood bunker. The scrolls... Into each scroll is written the name and deeds of each of our brothers. Battles, what technology is... The last entry for each brother is that brother's death. It is important, as the way and so, they are on our fallen brothers throughout the DC ruins. As I said, many of the units in the field operated. We have access to a great deal of technology, and because of that, there are a number. I will be able to offer you caps for the tags you bring me, but from time to time, I will be... Quite a few, but most are distinctly unladylike and unworthy of discussion. I will tell you that the Brotherhood has encountered the Enclave before, and their motives were just... The Brotherhood has been battling super mutants for decades. First out west, then... But this group of...
The Brotherhood is at your service.
Hail to you, stranger. I am Squire Maxon, loyal servant of steel. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. I plead for your pardon if my behavior offends you, sir. We don't get many The Brothers and Elder Lions are excellent teachers, but I get nervous about the protocols. The Codex says that shield yourself from those not bound to you by steel, for they are the blind. Aid them when you can. It's not simply the outsiders that we are wary of. Anybody who has not taken the oath. The Codex says, fear those who do not pledge to the Brotherhood, for though their eyes may be open through service. But it also tells us, Elder Lions. But I could. I know I'm ready. I mean, it would be scary, but it's not fair that I have to sit inside while the knights go on patrol. I did go out one time, you know. Sarah, Sentinel Lions took me out. I also sort of... Very...
Well, what's your tactical appraisal of our situation? Enclave strength is at 100%. Getting reinforcements from somewhere.
Please state the nature of the I thought you had the look about you. Show... Medical procedure complete. Unit deactivating this. Please state the nature of the medical... Please state the nature of... Medical procedures initiated. Administer... There has been an error in the medical subsystem. Command accepted. Beginning Neural pathway 0X. Full motor functions restored. Medical procedure. Medical procedure complete. Acknowledge. Be cautious.
us with your presence here. What aid can I offer you?
Need some friend?
Hail.
Need something, friend?
Hail.
As you were.
Hail.
You're kidding me, right? Tin soldiers in devil suits and you lose your nerve. Those Enclave troops are a joke.
What aid can I offer you outside?
Glad to see you and that egghead Lee made it here in one piece. I heard what happened to that Puro... Me? Heavy weapons, miniguns, missile launchers. If it's bigger than a human...
The brother. Hey, name's Greg. Greg Bear. Heard about that mess over at the Bureau. Hell, I do it all. Recon, demolition, tactical assault.
Welcome.
The truth. We can barely fend off the super mutants. Now we
We've been over this. Slight modification to one system. Don't worry, I'm on it.
Rothschild, old friend. Technician, but this old man's patience is wearing thin. I want a full status report in 3 hours.
Oh, very... May I start by saying that I am sorry for your loss. The world has lost... Think... Now, Dr. Lee has explained your predicament. A Gek? I must say that there are some who doubt such a device really exists. If, however, you share your father's determination... Possibly. I'm afraid I won't be able to assist you directly. The news Dr. Lee has brought will I can, however, give you access to an old pre-war computer from Vault Tech. It may have the information. You'll find the term... You are welcome. If you...
Welcome. Yes? Ah, yes. His name is Liberty Prime. Very patriotic. Built by a... We've had about as much success getting him working as they did. You should speak with...
Welcome.
I don't like the look of this place. I'm afraid I have I am, and have been since we first found him. Liberty Prime is the designation we found on file for him. Magnificent, don't you think? It's the energy consumption. Something that big. He was developed as a superweapon back in the days before the war. The first joint operation between RobCo and... Apparently, he was meant to help liberate Alaska from the Chinese, but was never... They won, but suffered heavy losses. If we... Could I? Yes. Will I?
What do you want outside?
Hail. Quartermaster Durga here, stranger. I have to say, we run a tight ship, and unless Elder Lion... Quartermaster...
The Brotherhood is at your service.
try your back. Ah, well, step over here for a moment.
Truly I do. He is outcast. He has been judged.
I understand, sir. But the outcasts have stolen a great deal of our uncatalogued equipment.
This map shows the locations of all known vaults in the local area. Entrance to Vault 87 will be The area is highly irradiated. Lethal. Quite simply, you don't. To attempt such a thing would be... You share your father's determination, it seems. Vault 87 is located very close to the site of Lamplight Caverns. It is entirely probable that the vault... Attempts were made, but all resources are stretched thin. The radiation proved fatal. Perhaps you... I wish we could do more, but the Brotherhood potentially faces a very All of my efforts must now be devoted to assessing the threat they may pose to us. I'm sure you...
I saw that you completed your tests. What results are you seeing?
Our systems are 90% installed, but are running at 37% efficiency after coming fully online. I'm looking into what might be causing the leak. What was the result of the leak?
Enclave troops have fortified. Need something, friend?
Hail!
Hail. Hail.
Hail!
Hey there.
Listen, thanks for getting us through that. I'm not stupid. I know we wouldn't have made it without you. I'm sorry about your dad, and I'm sorry I... Great.
Hey, buddy. Hi. Yeah, so listen, thanks.
That was before a certain saint from Vault 101.
This is an automated distress message from Vault Tech. Vault 101. Message begins.
It feels like you left home a long time ago, but I know you're still out there. I just hope you're still alive to hear this. Things got worse after you left. My father's gone mad with power. If you can hear this, please stop looking for your dad and help stop mine. I changed the door password to my name. If you're hearing this, and if you still care enough to help me, you should remember it.
Message repeats. This is an automated distress.
I wish there were more people like you. So, what'll it be to... Enjoy!
For Christ's sake, you don't... You done?
A big thank you goes out to the mysterious
Good morning, sir.
From Vault 101 for saving the little town of Canterbury Commons. From who, you ask? A couple of self-obsessed super psychos called the Antagonizer and the Mechanist. Hey, I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. Until next time, this is Three Dogs! Ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth. No matter how bad it hurts. Now, some music.
Stop right there. I don't know how you got in here, but... Hold on. Wait a minute. It's you! I hardly recognized you with all the dust and grime from out there. Guess that explains how you got that door open. You've got more experience with it than most everyone down here combined. Amada's message. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd keep that on. She could get in real trouble if people found out she sent you a message. So could I. Maybe. Ever since last night, it's been madness down here. Let me bring you up to speed. It seems like the night you and your dad left, everything went crazy. Between the bugs and the confusion, we lost a lot of people. When your dad opened up that gate, he let loose a whole lot of... Really? Well, that would explain a few things, all right. After that night, a lot of your friends started thinking if it's safe to go outside, and that's not the sort of thing the Overseer likes to hear. I probably ought to put you under arrest and take you into the... Meanwhile, some of your old friends think opening the vault is a good idea. I bet those rebels would like a... Of course, if you want, you can just walk away as if you were never here. I guess you've had a lot on your mind since you were here last. Okay. Wait here. This doesn't look good.
You know I can't do that, Freddy. Now get back down below before I have to do something we'll both regret.
What? You're gonna lock me up like you did to Broch? You can't cage a tunnel snake, man, because we rule.
Stay back!
Taylor, stop shooting, damn it!
Don't you know enough to stay away? I didn't mean to fire. I really didn't. I just wanted to scare him off. I tell you, I'm scared of them. Don't you know enough to stay away? I lost my poor wife Agnes is what happened, and all the chaos.
I guess you can see how bad things are down here. As chance would have it, she was one of the first people to talk about life outside the vault after you. I hope you can talk some sense into her. Or maybe the two of you can come up with some...
Well, I see you've returned. Done with the dust and ruins of the wasteland, are you? Well, that's too bad. Really? And here I had expected you to be full of bullets and I regret the unfortunate events of that night, but I'm The sad truth is that his actions presented a real and direct threat. Aha, these vaults were designed to be safe havens for, and none more. And what makes you so certain about that? I can't imagine you're still so none of them know what the outside is like. I won't risk all of our... to fix what... You won't... All right then. Go to my daughter and convince her to leave this rebellious nonsense.
Why don't you look where you're going? Make it quick. We're already headed there. Amada's up there. Amada's up there. In the clinic with the rest of them. Hey there!
There may be danger here.
Damn. Look who's come. What? It takes some real balls come. But if you've got to be back, might as well make... What sort of help do you think I mean? You must... The deaths, the lies, the whole overseer lockdown thing? Man, they'd have rushed in here long ago if they didn't know I stole one of their guns. Anyway, you gotta help us get out of here. Man, even these rebels just want the option to go outside for lousy... Why stay here? I'll start a gang, of course. Why, it'll be the toughest, cool... Hey, play your cards right, maybe... Yeah, but I'm thinking it'll be a new gang. We ain't gonna just be in touch. Besides, there's gonna be a lot more people who want to join. The damn goat said I'm supposed to be a hairdresser, but that ain't... I'm a barber, you got that? There's a... I heard old Stanley complaining a lot. Nothing too bad. Of course, if that happened. Catch you later.
Oh my god, you're back! You got my message and actually came back! Oh, thank you! Everything's gone crazy since you left, and now that you're back, you can help set things straight. I just wish we could have saved more people. It was bad enough they died because my father was trying to keep the door closed. But then, I found out it was all to protect... I found out the vault wasn't always closed. After that night, I heard Wally's father say we should never have taken you or your dad into the vault. I found out the vault used to be open, but for some reason, they closed it off when we were babies and swore to hide that it had ever happened. But keeping that lie meant Jonas's death. And even though we know the truth, the Overseer still won't let us make our... It's not that simple. Just because Butch wants to leave this place behind doesn't mean the rest of us want to go away. It's our home, and we want to stay here. It's just that since you left, we started thinking maybe... But we can't even suggest going outside to communicate or trade at all. Not with the Overseer keeping us trapped down here. The real problems came after you two left. The injured had nobody to turn to since our Now, we've got to rely on that old Mr. Handy for most of our medical needs. Ever had an examination from someone with cold, metal pincers? You don't want to. But the vault used to be open, and we're still here, aren't we? No, they're just afraid we'll screw up and get... I certainly hope so. We can't keep going on like this. You will? Thank goodness for that. But you've actually been outside, so you can tell him what it's like. Just, please... Well, yes, but he may have done some terrible... Please.
You've got to change the Overseer's mind.
It's good to Wow, you're back.
How may I serve you, Master? Ah, another patient. What's it to be, eh? Appendectomy? Tonsillectomy? Hysterectomy? Ah, yes, a rather unfortunate incident. In all the commotion, Miss Beatrice suffered a rather bad sprain in her left toe. The big one. Obviously, I had no choice but to amputate the leg. I'm sorry to say the operation was not a success. But of course, with your father's departure from the vault... Actually, I've been human problem...
Man, I sure wish we could blow this joint.
It's good to see you again. It's been a while, kid. I guess the goat couldn't have... Remind me to add a question of... By the way, while I was in there, I heard one of the guards talking about some sort of plan to raid Amata. I didn't hear anything else, but I think he read it on the security terminal.
You never should have left, kid. Now we'll make sure nobody ever...
Help me.
It's good to see you again.
You don't... What do you want? They have to understand that we did that to keep them from making... Some of us already lost loved ones. To fix what you... Oh, do you? I admit, in the 200 years since the war, our numbers have dwindled a little, but we have enough. My God, you're right. We won't last another 100 years, whether or not we get supplies from the outside. We're the last bastion of pure humanity, and we're doomed. I wish I could share your optimism, but I suppose my way won't save our vault's mission. But if I let them contact the outside world, but I'm not the one to lead them in that. I'm stepping down as overseer. I'll tell Amata that I can think of no more appropriate leader than she.
sure wish we could blow this joint.
I just heard. My father says he's stepping down as overseer. He won't. It's hard to forgive what he's done, but I suppose I... But now there's a new overseer in charge, and I'm planning on... It's a bright new day for the vault, but I'm afraid there's... I know you are, and on behalf of the vault, I thank you for all you've done. So I have to ask you to leave. I'm sorry, but this is... Please, if you... No, it's not like that. But if you stay, it'll just keep causing more problems. The vault can't take any more infighting. It's just what has to be. It'll be a while before we're ready to really go outside. But once the vault is stable again, maybe we'll see you out there. So, I guess this is goodbye for now. It's not much, but take this with you to remember us by. With luck, we'll meet again.
Amata, everyone, listen closely. After a discussion with your friend, I've made an important decision. In my attempts to keep us all safe, I have been, perhaps, overzealous. Lives have been lost, but perhaps worse than that, lives have been stopped. And in my attempts to keep you safe, I have kept you from growing up. I know I have made these mistakes, and I would make them again if I had to do so. That is why I cannot remain your overseer.
Father!
Amata, I appoint you overseer in my place. You've proven you have what it takes to make hard choices for the good of the vaults. I'm just sorry I didn't understand that earlier. Consider it one of many mistakes I've made.
Thank you, Father. I'll do my best to keep us all safe, inside the vault and beyond.
You're welcome, my dear. And now, if you'll excuse me, I feel quite worn down. We'll deal with the details soon, in private. Until then, I'm sure there are people waiting to congratulate you.
It's good to see you again.
Good riddance. Get out.
I'm sorry, but you have to leave. Goodbye.
It's a shame you gotta go, but you'll do okay out there, I'm sure.
Go on, get out.